The video I've made for tonight is one of the hardest videos I have ever made. A link to the video was provided to me by two people, MrBozoHead and George Montgomery. You may find some parts of it distressing. I certainly did. Thank you. Hello and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to look at a video by D.I.T.R.H or D.I.T.R.H or D.I.R.T.H or D.I.R.T.H or whatever his name is. This one's actually a difficult one. So before I explain, I'll go and say thank you to my patrons. With massive thanks to all my patrons, including new patrons Alice Vangstrom, John Roswell, TechBlog, Pyro Kitty Cat, Claire Johnson, Mr Victory and Brian A. Shannon, and my latest patrons Pi Parrot, Gunnar Olsen, Sean White and Mark Edwards. Thank you all so very much. So why is this video difficult? Well, D.I.T.R.H goes to talk to a very elderly lady, 102 years old, about the flat earth. He generally does it quite gently, which I'll give him props for. But watching the video, I felt extremely uncomfortable. I'll let you watch it and see what you think.
Alright, tell me your name.
Ruth Heath.
Ruth, and how old are you today?
102.
102, so you were born in
1918.
1918.
So as I said, an elderly lady. A very elderly lady. Ruth is 102.
And we were just talking and I asked you what shape the earth is, and what did you say? What were you taught in school in elementary school?
I was taught in school that the earth was flat.
And then what do you remember when they changed it to a globe?
Well, when they changed it, I remember when they changed it, but I can't remember the date or anything.
Well, I'm not sure of the schooling system in America back when Ruth was in elementary school. But I can't imagine they were teaching flat earth in public school that recently. I don't know, was this some little independent church school? I honestly don't know.
Like that.
And did you believe them?
Yes, I did.
You did. Now,
I was young.
Right, and we all were told by people that we trust.
That's right.
Where did you go to school? Elementary school?
I went to Spur Glen School in Hamden, Connecticut. I lived on a farm and grew up with all kinds of animals. No electricity. A big white farmhouse.
Amazing.
And we had to walk to school. We didn't have a bus to take us to school. We had to walk to school and walk home through all bad weather.
Well, without knocking Ruth and her school, it does sound like a very rural area, and perhaps it was not as forward-looking as other areas.
It was, living on the farm was a life of, I can't explain it.
So getting back to the flat earth.
Any respect level is dropping, and dropping fast. She was wanting to talk about her life as a school child and what her farm and school was like. But of course, more important to you is flat earth.
You said that you're religious, that
Yes.
you follow the Bible.
Yes, I do.
And are you aware that the Bible is all about the flat earth? That God put the earth on the footstool and separated the waters from the waters?
Well, I guess most people who grew up when Ruth was young were religious. But your interpretation of the Bible, saying it's all about the flat earth, I think not.
And created the firmament. If you read Genesis, I'm not the Bible guy. I have friends that are so good at it.
Now Ruth looks as though she's desperately searching her mind while you're hammering on about all this Bible and flat earth stuff.
But there's over 200 verses in the Bible that refer to a flat earth.
That's right.
When I was a kid, I used to go to church, and as I grew up, I heard and read quite a lot about the Bible. Until I started looking into flat earth, I had never ever once heard anyone, any minister or preacher, say anything about a flat earth. I can't help feeling that Ruth is just agreeing with you because you're hammering at her. However gently you're hammering at her.
And I think there's only one verse that mentions Earth as a circle, but just like this table right here, that table is a circle,
Right.
but it's flat.
That's right.
Right. A circle is different than a sphere. A sphere is the same in every direction.
That's right.
The circle of the Earth. So how does it make you feel to realize that you were right as a kid?
It makes me feel better.
It does make you feel better, right?
Oh, it makes me feel alive.
Snake oil. That's what you're selling. Telling someone, how does it make you feel to know that you were right as a child? Everyone wants to be right. So you're selling her what she wants to hear. Although it's quite obvious, until you came on the scene, she didn't believe in flat earth. She may have done as a child, but hasn't done. And you're now telling her that she was right when she was a child.
Oh my God, that is so true. My whole life, I believe,
Yes.
what I was taught.
That's
and then
right.
when I discovered the flat earth,
I feel better about it.
because we are the center of creation.
That's right.
We are important.
Bingo. That is the main driving force behind flat earth. Most, not all, but most flat earthers base it on their religion, and they cannot abide the thought that the universe does not regard you as important. Not you, not me, not the President of the United States. None of us are actually important. The universe doesn't care. Once you die, the universe will carry on. That's an uncomfortable thought. Instead of this flat earth drivel and worrying about whether you're the centre of the universe, why don't you actually get on with your life and do something important, something worthy?
That's right.
We are here.
We are God's children.
Excellent.
Yes.
I will,
I believe in God. I trust God. And when all the problems that are happening in this world today,
I'll give you some good news. A lot of the problems that they report on the news aren't even real.
that's right.
And you've got her. She's going to agree with anything you say now.
That's right.
They're just keeping us in fear.
Keeping up. That's right. That's right. That's right. I understand that. I understand. They just say what they want people to know. They don't care about the Bible. They don't care about life. They only care about I, me, myself, and I.
Well, I'm not going to go deeply into religion. Ruth, of course, is entitled to her own belief. But just because someone is not religious does not mean that they don't care.
It's a different world.
So the globe deception that a lot of people say, and I believe, is literally by Satan to hide God and
That's
make
right.
people selfish
That's
and,
right.
and self-centered and not care and think that there's no consequences for their actions.
Right.
D.I.T.R.H, your religious bias is somewhat showing. The shape of the earth has nothing to do with whether there is or is not a God. It's just the shape of the earth. Just like the colour of the sky is blue, that water is wet.
I pray every night before I go to bed. And one night things weren't happening right. And I sat up in bed and I said, God, where are you? I need you right now. And I'm beginning to wonder, where is God?
God's right above us in the clouds. The heavens are right here.
You can see why this makes me quite uncomfortable.
That's all that there is. And there's not infinite space. Did you know, wait, let me ask you a question, just switching topics a little bit, that we never went to the moon, that was all fake?
Is that right?
That's correct.
I saw that all happening.
Yeah.
So Ruth, of course, saw the moonshots with Apollo. She didn't doubt it. And now you just told her it's lies. With no evidence. That's despicable.
So did I, and we all believed it, but that was just to reinforce that people to believe they can live on a ball and they could walk on a ball.
That is absolutely ridiculous. They did all that just to make everyone think we live on a ball.
Nobody's ever been to space because space doesn't exist. There is no space. There's just this world.
Oh.
Look at Ruth. She looks like she's now questioning her sanity, questioning everything she knows. How could you do this to her?
It's such a lie.
It's such a lie, but knowing the lie is like going to a magic
I
show.
woke up.
Yes, that's what we call it. We call it red. This is your moment of waking up. It's when you go to see a magician and you know how the tricks are done, and the magic no longer works on you, and you're free from the illusion.
To my mind, you're just the man behind a curtain.
So knowing this is going to free your heart.
Cry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Look at the emotional impact you're having on Ruth. Do you really think this is fair to do this to a lady of 102 years old? Really? You keep grinning and thinking of those views and subs.
It makes me cry.
Happiness.
Yes.
Tears of
yes,
joy.
Yes, yes. I know that we were true, and they're hiding us.
So now, with just a few minutes, you've changed her to think that everybody has been hiding the truth from her. Are you happy now?
Yes, it's good though.
It's good.
It's very good.
Yes, yes.
All right.
I'm awake.
Yes.
I'm awake.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to end this video now, and I will try to give you some more information. Can you read? Are you able to read?
No.
You're not able to read.
No.
You're able to listen to things?
Well, I have to use up here
Okay.
because I'm legally blind.
I got it.
I really can't believe you're thinking of ways you can give her information about the flat earth.
All right. So you can't see how good looking I am?
No.
You just have to trust my opinion. This is the perfect woman for me.
Yes, a very elderly, religious lady who's obviously very trusting and whose trust you've just abused.
All right. Thank you so much.
That's my pleasure.
All right.
It's my pleasure to know that it's true.
It is absolutely true.
Oh, it's amazing.
Here's the thing: if you tell other people that aren't awake, they'll think you're crazy.
That's right. That's right.
That's their problem.
No, I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Well done, D.I.R.H. You've got yourself a convert.
All right, I'm gonna. This is what I did. I was visiting my mother, and I asked who the oldest, most lucid person was, and they introduced me to Ruth. Ruth, right?
Yes.
And
right.
I encourage anyone else that has access to an old age home to do the same, because there's not many people like Ruth left that remember these things.
So now you're encouraging flat earth conventions at residential care homes. Ruth starts to talk about the World Fair. So I'm not going to edit that out. You go ahead, Ruth.
We also talked about the World's Fair that she attended, and she said that the lights were the most amazing
Most
part.
amazing thing.
Yeah.
I never got over that. I never, all my life, it's right there. The lights were so bright. And living in the darkness for so many years as a child, all of a sudden the world opened up.
Amazing. All right, Ruth, thank you.
Thank you. I'm amazed. I'm so happy to know it's true.
It's true, and God created this world. And he's right here in the clouds above, close, not in an infinite universe.
Go on, D.I.R.H. Hammer in a bit more religion.
So good, right?
And I can't get over it. Made me cry.
Made me cry too.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Ruth, give me a hug. Here we go.
Eyes on the prize, D.I.R.H. Eyes on the prize.
I need it.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Now that was a pretty tough video for me to watch, and it was even tougher to go through it, and I thank you for watching all the way through it. The only piece of credit I can give to D.I.R.H. is that in the comments under his video, he's asking for donations because he says he's going to send her flowers every day or every other day or something. He'd damn well better do. Thank you. I look forward to seeing you all again next time. Stay sensible.
Shut up and sit down.